Hello everybody, this is the last lesson on our unit on percents, and we are going to talk about markup and markdown. So a markup is an increase in price. A markdown is a decrease in price. So this would be like a sale, or a discount, or maybe you have a coupon. So our first method is to set up a proportion. So we use the same format we've used before, the percent and then over 100. This side is the part over the total. So method number 2 is make the percent a decimal. And then multiply the decimal by the total amount of money, and then add or subtract the amount you get by the total amount of money. So this is basically the same thing as finding tax, tip, or commission. It's just that you add or subtract at the end, when we didn't always do that with tax or tip or commission. You can do either way. I don't care which way you do. Just make sure you're consistent and follow through on all of the steps. So first thing we have to do, we have to look at this and see, okay, this is a markdown. That means we are going to decrease our price. So we have to remember that. So I'm going to show you the way we've been doing it with our method 2 first, and I'll also show you method 1 on the next question. So number 1, we're going to take the percent, make it a decimal. So I'm going to take 45%, make it 0.45. Then I'm going to take my total, $95.65, multiply it by the percent as a decimal, 0.45. I'm going to take my calculator, do 95.65 times 0.45, $43 and it's 43.182. I gotta round that to make it look like money. So my 8 looks to my 2. My 2 says stay the same. So this says $43.81. This is how much we are decreasing the price by. So I now need to take my price, $95.65, and subtract the amount I just got, the 43.18. Because it is a markdown, a decrease in price, I am subtracting. So $95.65 minus $43.18 gives me $52.47. So this is the amount of the price for the new thing after we mark it down. Okay, let's look at number 2. So number 2, Nathan is buying a new shirt. The shirt costs $25.98. There is a sale for 5% off. How much will Nathan get off the shirt? So we have to pay attention to the question it's asking us. It's asking us how much he's going to save, or how much money the price is going down by. So we won't actually have to add or subtract in the end, because we're looking for the amount the markdown is for. So we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to show you as a proportion this time, in case you like to use the proportion better. So here's my proportion setup. My 100 goes here. My percent goes here. My total goes here. That's my 95.98. And then I don't know how much is coming off. That's the part I'm always going to be looking for. Cross multiply. Got 100x equals 5 times 25.98 is 129.9. I'm going to divide by 100 to solve. X equals 129.9 divided by 100 is 1.299. If I go to round this, my 9 looks to my other 9. The 9 says get bigger by 1. This 9 becomes a 10, which means it makes that 2 bigger by 1. So we get 1.3, and then we have to put a 0 so it has enough decimal places to be money. And we put our $sign. So how much money will Nathan get off the shirt? How much is he saving? It's $1.30. If it asked for the total, I would then subtract it from the amount I had to get how much the shirt is with that 5% off, but that's not what it's asking. Okie dokie, let's try number 3. Allison is buying new snow boots. They have been marked up by 25%. The original cost was $67. How much is the new cost? So I'm going to show you with our multiplication way, since I think that's probably the most popular. We're going to take our percent, we're going to make it a decimal, so this is 0.25. We're going to take our original cost, multiply it by that decimal, so 67 times 0.25. I get 16.75. I'm going to put a $sign in front. That is the amount the boots are being marked up by. So remember, mark up is an increase in price. So I need to take my original cost and add the amount it's going up by. So 67 plus 16.75 is $83.75. That's how much these new boots are. Okay, I want you to pause the video now and try these next couple questions. 4, this should be 5, and then 6, or 4, 6, and 7. I messed up my numbering a little bit. So take a second and do those now. Pause the video. Okay, on number 4, I'm going to take my subtotal. I'm going to multiply it by this percent as a decimal, which is 0.15. So 78.25 times 0.15 gives me 11.7375. I'm going to need to round this, so I go to my decimal point, I go to 2 numbers after, my 3 looks to my 7, 7 says get bigger, so I have $11 and 74 cents. Since this is a markdown, I'm going to take my original cost and subtract the amount I just got to get 78.25 minus 11.74 is $66.51. So that is my new cost for whatever this item was. Okay, next one. Kevin buys a new pair of bike. The bike costs $113. Wow, I'm having trouble reading today. He has a 15% off coupon. How much money does Kevin save using the coupon? So we want to know how much Kevin is getting off. So I gotta take my percent, make it a decimal. So I'm just moving the decimal point to the left or dividing by 100. So I take my 113, I multiply by that decimal. 113 times 0.15 is 16.95. I'm going to take that amount, and since we're just looking for how much Kevin saved, this is how much his price would go down by. So that is what we're looking for our answer. Last one. Eden buys a new pair of pants. They have been marked up by 30%. So the original cost was $28. How much are the pants after the markup? So I'm going to take my percent. I'm going to make it a decimal. This is 0.3 as a decimal. So I'm going to take 28, multiply it by 0.3. It's going to equal 28 times 0.3, 8.4. If I want to make that look like money, I need to have another 0 after my 4, and I need my money sign. Since this is a markup, we're going to go up in price, so I need to take my original price and add the amount I just got. So 28 plus $8.40 gives me $36.40. My $sign out front. So that is my total for Aiden's new pants. If you want me to check number 8, let me know. Otherwise, have a great day and let me know if you have any questions.